Jaden, obviously, big run to start the game for you guys. Walk us through that play. What was the read you made, and how'd you hit the hole and make a play happen?
It caught one of my favorite plays, running to the left side, just being able to see what type of defense they was in, reading the defense, and then knowing like what was coming before the play, predetermine it, and then just hitting the hole once the ball snapped. And my speed let it do it all, so ended up in the end zone.
Obviously, the fumbles y'all had tonight, weren't on you specifically, but watching those plays, from the sideline, what can y'all do better to better take care of the ball in those situations?
Just running with low pads, being more physical, and just tucking the ball when you're in traffic.
What sort of drills do y'all do in practice to sort of help with that sort of thing?
We have like two balls with cords on them. Coaches pulling at them. Like that, stuff that keep the ball up here at the V of the neck.
You had a tough time running the ball last week, but it seems like maybe you guys took it upon yourself to pin mark this week as an improvement week for you, and you definitely did that running the ball. What kind of preparation went into this week to see that improvement running?
Just different mentality. Whole line, just everybody getting on one accord, being able to just knowing that we can run the ball. Last week, knowing we really couldn't run the ball, but knowing that we can. We just had to get on one accord. Everybody just had that one mentality, so everybody can do that one job.
How do you carry that over into next week against Memphis?
Just coming in tomorrow, just getting better as a team, our offense, and just staying consistent with the work we do.
Anything else for Jaden? Jaden, you good? Thank you.
Appreciate that, y'all.
Parker, it's obviously been a long road back just to getting on the field today for you. Just walk us through your emotions, just getting a chance to play today, to start things off.
It was great. Adversity hits and spring like that, and you go through an injury. But it was like a little kid out there playing, about to go to recess. So I was just excited to get out there.
Yeah, it seemed like you were able to make some plays sort of in the backfield, early on. How did you feel out there, sort of getting a chance to play coming back?
Good. Feel like myself. I like the position they put me in, kind of like a free hitter. So just go out there playing ball, playing physical.
Obviously, the defense dealt with a lot of short fields, due to offensive turnovers today. How much more difficult does that make y'all's job when you're, facing only 20 or 25 yards, to prevent a score?
I mean, it's going to be difficult, but we got to, nose up and we got to play football. At the end of the day, with the defense, we got to stop them from scoring. So.
Parker, the pass defense had to start getting better after the last couple of weeks, and it did today. I mean, again, he said they had some short drives, but you guys seem like you were in better positions, and the secondary was in better positions. The front got a little better rush, got a little better push. So just talk about what changed from last week, the last 2 weeks.
I think it was the mentality, and also we put in new packages. So, just doing stuff like that. And as far as, I come back, I'm trying to give motivation to other guys and then just bring energy, and stuff like that. Just working hard in practice, really detailing it up.
Anything else for Parker?
Thanks, Parker. Appreciate it.
Tough game tonight, but a good game play by Duke. And I thought they were physical. They ran to the ball. They were able to cause a total of 5 turnovers on the day, and that's a lot of turnovers. When you look at it, 5 or actually 3 fumbles, 1 interception. I thought they were the aggressor. I thought they did a good job again of slowing down or actually speeding up our quarterback like tonight. I thought we ran the ball well. It was good to see the momentum of us coming out scoring. Okay, man, but we found ourselves giving it right back with a busted coverage, on our second play of the game defensively. We have to keep fighting through the errors. There's going to be some errors, but for us, man, we have to minimize these things. And as I look at the penalties, 6 for 55, guys are playing hard, but we just need to play smarter. But there was some progress tonight, and what I told our guys in the locker room was we have to make sure for us that we grab to get better. I looked at this team play, and you take the turnovers out of it, and I think it's a different ball game, in terms of how you're competing and what it feels like. But you don't, okay, like you don't get a chance to. So what we have to do is eliminate the mistakes, eliminate the errors, and keep pushing forward because the breakthrough is going to come. I believe that, and I want these guys to continue to believe that. They do. I saw that in their eyes in the locker room. Are they a little frustrated? Absolutely. But, you sort of keep what you kill in this. You sort of get what you earn, okay? And we haven't done enough to earn enough right now to make these things sort of go away. So we're just going to continue to play, continue to keep pushing the envelope, and what we'll do, again, is see if we can protect our quarterback along with running the football. Let's see if we can make sure that we defend a blade of grass, because if you can do that and hold some teams to some field goals, games get tighter.
Coach, the last couple of weeks, the defense has been under a lot of scrutiny. Today, you take away that first big, long play they had, and you give up less than 300 yards of offense. I know they had some short fields at times, but there was some improvement. Can you tell us what you saw improvement-wise on your defense today?
I mean, I thought they ran to the ball better. I thought they, tackled better at times. We're a better tackling team when we populate to the football. I thought they populated around the ball. I thought they made some things, happen. I thought they forced this quarterback to make some decisions. He threw us some, and we just didn't capitalize. So I thought they confused the quarterback at times, and we were able to. I mean, I don't know what they were on third down. I can't look at the my total number on. 3 for 10. Okay, like 3 for 10 on third down. I thought we did a good job of finding ourselves getting off the field. Just penalties, mistakes. That's a momentum killer when you're off the field and you run into the kicker. So like these things are the things, man, that are haunting this football team little by little. So. We'll just continue to work hard and continue to talk about the cleanup. But I thought the get better was definitely there.
28 points off turnovers for Duke tonight. I think all 4 turnovers were inside the middle 25. Just how much tougher does that make it for the defense when they have that short a field to defend in those situations?
Tough. It makes it tough, but at some point in time, you got to put your foot down, and you just got to show some resolve, man. You got to sort of erase it, a little bit. Make them kick field goals, right? I mean, we have opportunities, okay? And we just have to strain a little more, whether that's getting to the quarterback, whether that's getting to the ball carrier, whether that's defending and playing through the hands of the receivers. We just have to just strain a little more. And that's not coming from a place of frustration. That's just coming from a place where I know what good defense looks like. I know I know how it has to be played, and we're not there. So you can try the defense out there, man, but you have to be intentional. Man. I saw some good signs, right? But just not enough yet, and that's okay because we're getting there. And once they get it, this group's not going to shake it off. They're gonna continue to smell blood in the water. We're just not there yet.
Obviously, 2 of those turnovers, were on Terry Wilkins in those situations. What did you see from him on those 2 fumbles, and why was it important to keep running him out there and give him more opportunities the rest of the game?
Well, Terry was upright. I mean, that's kudos to Coach Lowry because he could have just easily took him out. But Terry's going to have to play for us like this year. And he was upright. He was not running behind his pads, and that's what we talk about as running backs. Man, you have to run behind your pads. If you run behind your pads, there's 2 ways to protect it, okay? Shoulder pads and really with how we lock the football. But he was upright, and we saw it last week, and I made comment to Terry about it last week, coming through the whole upright. Nowadays, people are hunting for the football. They're looking to put their hat on it, and this Duke team, they did a good job. Terry Moore. Good tackler. They lost Jalen Stinson early, to the targeting, and they came downhill. Whether it was 8 or more, they did a good job of putting their hat on the ball. And when you do that, generally it comes loose. We had opportunities as well, right? You just got to get more guys populating to the football.
Coach, you utilized running back Jaden Credle tonight. How did you factor him into this game?
Well, we knew Flip was going to be big in this, obviously being down like 2 guys, but he ran hard. I thought he showed exactly why, he's probably the most well-rounded back in terms of his ability to pass pro, his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield, and then, the runs. I think he averaged 10.2 tonight, something like that, which is, seriously ridiculous, right? But he works hard every day. If you look at Flip and how he practices, he's one of those guys. He practices extremely hard, and it shows up on game day. Like when you watch him, that's really who he is. And I wish more guys, would follow that blueprint, because the way you practice is truly the way you play, and that dude gives it as much as anybody every day.
Another weather delay tonight. How do you think that impacted the game today?
Made it long. Right now, these weather delays are annoying, to say the least. But we've got no say in it, man. We just have to adapt and adjust. But I'm tired of weather delays. I'm sure our fan base, the Blue Raider Nation, is tired of these weather delays. But like I said, man, we'll keep showing up. Man, we got to play better, and we can't control that, but we can control how we play. So we got to do that.
Coach, you had Grant Chadwick at punter tonight, having a great game. How important is it to have a weapon like that can completely flip the field, especially as you get closer and closer to conference play?
Yeah, he's one of those true freshmen who I think I've got a total of 9, trotting on the field and playing. He's one of those guys who he's uber confident. A couple of weeks ago he didn't have a great game, and it didn't faze him. I think for him, he loves the challenge and to be challenged. So for me, when I look at him, I it's funny, man, because the dude is cool, calm, and collected, man. He's like the wolf, in Pulp Fiction. That dude don't care what's coming at him, man. He's just gonna do what he does, and he is a weapon. I don't know of many freshmen that can step into an environment, like the way he has, and just be dialed in. So he's special.
Anything else, Coach? Thank you. Thanks, Coach.
Appreciate y'all. Mm-hmm.